Eerily empty streets as we near the construction site. No crazed bobbies, killer mimes, or raving muggers in sight. I have time to think. It's been just a few weeks since I laid my eyes on that Circus Electrique sign. I was angry. I was angry because I was scared. Scared to face the past I buried so deep inside. Since then, the world's gone crazy. I have seen things beyond my imagination. I've put my life in danger to unravel the story of the century. About the time-traveling mad scientist who turned London into a war zone. These were the craziest weeks of my life, but in some ways, these were the best ones too. I have found new friends. I have found answers, even some painful ones. And I have found family. We arrive at Steam's construction site. Something huge looms in the darkness ahead of us. Mabry's last and biggest surprise leaves me in shock. He is desperate to take from me what I just found. I won't let that happen.
Alright guys, so I have currently finished the Circus Electrique game a couple of days ago, and it was pretty good, and the ending was a little bit twisty, I guess, but I don't really, there wasn't really much point in the Dr. Ohm being from the future. I don't know, I feel like it's kind of the twist is for the sake of the twist. I don't know how to interpret that. Like, I mean, it's not a bad thing or it's not really a good thing either, so I'm pretty much I mean, okay, fine, he's from the future, whatever. So but like I will touch on like all the, like, do a proper review of the game in general. There are certain things in the game, like I still haven't unlocked all of the classes in this game yet, even though I have finished the game, which is kind of weird because I mean, you would expect that you would be finished unlocking all of the classes and then trying out or testing out, well, which class you like best, and then sometimes you can get like sometimes like certain classes do better in certain situations and worse in other situations. I don't know why, like I don't know the game why the game blocks certain classes behind certain levels. Like I don't know. So currently I still haven't unlocked all of the classes. I think I'm missing like 3 or 4. Either I just haven't really, I didn't go the path, like, because there are forks in the road, and then sometimes you have to revisit the district, the certain chapters of the game, in order to actually go to those specific specific locations where you can actually unlock the classes. Either that, or they're also blocked behind the train levels. I don't know. I think the max level for your building and your circus is 10, if I'm not mistaken, or that can go higher. I don't know yet. There aren't that many guys of this game online, and to my knowledge, at least, there aren't that many people playing the game. So some of those informations I have to just find on my own, and there isn't a list of all of the classes out there. And I'm not sure if you unlock the classes randomly or they're set based on like certain paths that you take, certain nodes, whatever. But so this video is supposed to be like the last boss fight against Dr. Ohm here. In my opinion, it's actually not that difficult. Of course, I was pretty lucky in getting the I forget his name, the robot bear, like from the train, the better robot bear. He has, I think all of the robot bears have that can protect everybody in the back, but I think this guy, being the special one, has a better damage, has more damage. I think 20% or 30% more damage. And then he's a really, I think if you put like a good if you put the 100% you not being able to be moved on him, it's that trinket. If you put that trinket on him, he would be really good. In this fight, I forgot to do that, so there was some issues with positioning. But if you have that trinket of just you prevent yourself from being moved. So no enemies can move you. That would actually make him really good, and then he can just protect everybody. He can take, I think, 20% or 30% damage every time any other person in the party is hit. So yeah, he's very good. And of course, in this game, I have the in this fight I have the clown and the I always forget the name, the healer dude. So for like one full healer, one off healer, to just prevent any damage from coming into the team. The clown I couldn't replace with any other damage or damage control-ish support person. And then of course I have the knife thrower, the main DPS in the back. So I think this last fight wasn't as difficult as some of the other fights, and then I feel like this last fight, it's not as difficult as it's not even as difficult as some of the normal like fights against the normal minions, normal enemies. The foot here, the foot is not that bad. The middle, the arms weren't that bad. I mean, like because you maintain all of your buffs, so you can just buff all of your damage in the foot phase, and then you can go up to the arms. You have all this damage like stacked up, and then you can just kill the arms before they even attack you. And then you go up to the head, and then same thing, right? It wasn't. I think I did have some close calls, but I bet you at this point, as this late game, this end phase of the game, it's not like you have all of the components to build a lot of medical stuff, the healing stuff, stuff that makes the fight better in your favor. And oh yeah, I was also able to get the maze meter up to just shine the damage over time on all of the enemies in the head phase. So that was also pretty good. So that there's always some dot damage happening, and then I was able to kill them pretty quickly. So yeah, I mean, they're like, I think I think this final, it's like, I think I had more trouble in the first boss fight. I lost like, it's still up on the channel that I lost. Like, I think I got wiped once, and then I didn't restart, and then those 4 people were lost forever. And then I purchased some new people, and then I did it again, and I lost another person from that fight. So that was pretty tough, but of course it was like the first boss fight ever, so from then on I have learned a couple of things, so you can say that I'm more experienced, but I have experienced more difficulties against some of the enemies that are in the game, like the rats person, the guy that summons a bunch of rats. That's like really annoying. The rats like hits everybody, it poisons everybody, and it also does a devotion decrease. It's like it's so good. It does everything basically, and that's a pretty annoying one. And then the I guess the pickaxer that hits you twice, and then the draws your soul out, soul collector. That's also pretty annoying. But anyways, so yeah, I don't think this last boss fight is that bad, but but the game does continue from this point onwards. There are, even though the credits does roll after this fight, but you can still continue onwards, and I'm trying to kind of level up to level 10 and see if that is the final last level, the max level, and then I'm gonna get the train to level up and then see if there is some more classes to unlock in the train, but I don't think there is. So I feel like for the train levels, the train leveling up, I think the classes that you can unlock in the train are randomized. I think. I may be wrong on this, but I think they're randomized. So that you don't know which class you're unlocking every time you level up. I mean, you do know that, but every time if I replay this game, I may get another class to be unlocked. That's just my assumption here, but I may be wrong. I think there is also, so I'm missing the balancer from the train, and then I think there's also a line tamer, which I don't know if the line tamer is actually the main character, or is that actually a role, a class to be unlocked in the game. Who knows? From what I've seen, I think like from the all of the roles that I've seen either being good or bad in each of the role, you can sort of deduct which role you're missing. Currently I have just seen the balancer missing. I haven't seen any other classes. Maybe the balancer is the last role, which is quite surprising because in the game it does advertise 17 classes, but right now I've feel like I have like 14 only. A couple of classes are missing, but maybe they're just more rare classes, like the Lion Tamer, which you don't actually get any good things from it, but it's just a rare class that you can only get once or something like that. You're the main character. It's a Lion Tamer, but so I don't know. I have no idea. I still have to continue to play this game and then see what if I can unlock all of the classes. But yeah, I mean, it's not a very popular game at all. So I'm gonna be playing this kind of on and off to just try to get unlock all of the classes. I also want to kind of also maybe unlock all of the special characters, the named characters. They're just for the collection. Yeah, maybe. But that's just a kind of a side thing, because in order to level up your circus, you have to go on exploring. When I'm exploring, I might as well just explore the different pubs in the area and then unlock all of the special characters that way. And I'm still kind of leveling up my circus and trying to unlock the actual classes. They're helping each other out, so it's not I'm kind of just doing both at the same time. It's not like I'm doing one and I have to spend more time doing the other one. But yeah, and anyways, so I think overall this game is pretty good. I think it's definitely easier than Darkest Dungeon. I played right now, including this game, 2 or 3 games with the Darkest Dungeon kind of mechanic, having the 4 people and then shuffling who goes first, who goes second, that way. So I mean, this game, there is the story is more prevalent, and then you don't get to go back on your tracks. You don't get to go back to where you have explored before. You do, but you don't get to go back that often. So it's more about the story. It's more about the experience. There is some replayability, but overall it's just kind of a one-time thing. If you're not worried about, if you don't really care about unlocking everything, unlocking all of the classes, you just play it once and basically you're done. I feel like you might need to go to some of the other areas once more or twice more just to unlock something new, and also train your people, your circuit members to be more to level up, because well, the levels of the enemies can, like, sometimes they're more higher level than what your circus members are. But if you manage everybody correctly, and then if you manage them to gain experience in the circus, and to gain experience from the training facility, like more often, I think you can get maybe a level less or maybe on the same level as the enemies, so that you won't you can actually just continue the storyline without actually going back to some other area that you have visited before, just to do training stuff. Because when you go back, you don't get that much experience anyways, so there's there's no real point in going back unless you're trying to collect things. The experience you gain is pretty much it's not a lot at all. Yeah, so that concludes my so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the Circus Electrique episodes that I have put out. I will put out a kind of a long video of all of my gameplay up to from where I have left off all the way to the end. But this is gonna be it for the gameplay, and then I will do a proper formal review of the game at a later point. There's a lot to talk about, and I do want to talk about them. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the series, and I will see you guys all on my next game. Peace.
Better than a bandage. Coming at ya.
Darling.
Feels good, don't it?
An unexpected sense of pride envelops me. We did it. Circus freaks, some call my friends. I call them heroes. We saved ourselves. We saved the city. We may even have saved the world. In other words, I have some writing to do. The story of the century has come to a close. Or has it? To even Dr. Dr. Mabry's surprise, a pathway to another time has opened. With it, a promise. If I join Dr. Mabry through the portal, no one dies. Not even Uncle Randy. I'm intrigued. With Retrometer in pieces, we know not where the gate will lead us. Maybe to a past with Mum. Maybe to Mabry's future, now changed. Maybe to the Stone Age. Hell of a story.